I'm going to take us into the next step and just look at the next section of the slides, which is a little bit more hopeful. But first, I want to address, okay, I hope you can see that now. Just some of the conversation we had around the fact that the impacts of climate crisis are not just. And this is a map that shows what happens as the world warms. So this is 4 degrees, and you can see that even now, some areas are facing extreme problems, but it will just get worse in certain areas and less worse in other areas. And in North America in particular, we've benefited from fossil fuels, but we are not experiencing the biggest impacts. So that's a justice issue. And I just want to read this one quote, and then we'll move on. But I really believe in my heart of hearts, after a lifetime of thinking and talking about these issues, that we will never survive the climate crisis without ending white supremacy. Here's why. You can't have climate change without sacrifice zones, and you can't have sacrifice zones without disposable people, and you can't have disposable people without racism. Now that's from Hopkins in an article called Racism is Killing the Planet. But I think it's key to understand the interconnections between both the causes and the impacts of the climate crisis and injustice.
So just what I noticed about that, and I'm not sure if everybody saw this, but the yellow and brown, that's uninhabitable. That's at a 4 degrees. All those areas would be uninhabitable. And I also want to show you that green band that you see in Africa. That is the green wall. That's where people are planting trees. So you can see that people are taking action in different places to try to build resilience to the rising temperature. But you can also see that we just cannot have a world that becomes 4 degrees warmer. And we're on a trajectory to 3+ degrees, 4 or 5 by the end of the century. So we really have to get off that trajectory. Yeah, so I think it's maybe useful to, like, you'll decide with the group that you're working with which slide to kind of take and talk to them and see where it registers. The point is for it to register that things are happening quickly, changing quickly, and we need to take action before it gets even worse, gets worse.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I want to spend 1 second on the health impacts, because those are so interconnected, and we can see the same impacts from COVID. So this is an angle that might actually resonate with people as well when you're doing conversations. The impacts of climate change are degraded living conditions, threats to food supplies, vector-borne disease. These are all very resonant with people seeing what the COVID crisis causes. So that's another entry point. And the opposite of that is the benefits that we have by taking climate action are health related as well. So better air quality, even better fitness if we're not driving as much and we're doing more cycling. So there's ways of getting at it from a health angle as well.